What is up, YouTube, Facebook, everyone else? Jay Randall, Fin. I'm on my way to meet up with Brian up in his neck of the woods for some ice fishing. It is currently 0 degrees. Yes, 0. So for all you Southerners that don't know anything about any kind of temperature, this is what we go through. This is what we do. And when the water's frozen, well, we drill a hole in it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit when I meet up with Brian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome out to the ice. Me and Jay are out here doing a little ice fishing. I'm going for panfish. Jay's fishing some tip-ups for some northern pike. We're out here on my home lake. So basically what we're doing is we're out in roughly 14-15 feet of water. We got some structure on the bottom. The lake here, you know, they bring trees out this time of year towards the end of winter, put them on the ice, tie some cinder blocks to them, and it creates structure for the fish. And they've done this for several years now, and it's really made the fishing phenomenal. Those fish will come gather up on these spots. You know, we're in the middle of the afternoon right now. We got set up. It's been non-stop. As soon as you can get that bait down the hole, the gills are fired up. Later on tonight, usually the crappies start to pick up as they move out a little deeper. And you know, where Jay's got his tip up set up, we're right on the edge of where the lake bottom slopes down. So, you know, we got one set deep, one set a little shallow up closer to that weed edge where those northern pike usually cruise. The deeper one, sometimes the pike come out and they chase around these gills and stuff. So we're gonna keep fishing. It's been non-stop action. I'm looking at my Vexilar right now and I got probably 4 fish on it as we're talking here. But basically what we're using is a little tungsten micro jig. I don't know if you can see that, but basically pink and white has been a hot combo for me for the past couple of years. Gold is really good too, but basically what we're doing is we're taking just a wax worm and hooking it right behind the head. Get one out here. Taking a wax worm, hooking it behind the head. That gives for some nice action down in the water column. And these bluegill are shooting up. I've had them come up at least 5-6 feet off the bottom so far, just coming up to annihilate this thing. So I'm using a clam Dave Getz rod. This is an ultralight with a spring bobber on here. Sometimes that bite is so delicate, just the slightest bump of this bait, you can see it up here in the spring bobber. It's just an extension off the rod tip. But I mean, you can see just a slight movement, how much that moves there. So basically we're dropping down, just watching for that spring bobber to move a little bit. And as soon as we do, we set the hook and bring them right up. We got quite a few fish already on the ice. We're gonna do a little catch and cook, catch, clean and cook for you guys and show you how we fry up some bluegill. Panfish in the winter are just so good. If you've never had the luxury of coming up, doing some ice fishing in the north, and then actually eating those fish right afterwards, it's absolutely unbelievable. The meat is so tender, it basically melts in your mouth. So panfish is usually a go-to to eat up here in the north. You know, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, New York, Maine, all those cool states, you know, where we get ice. Probably can't see it too good, but we're sitting on like roughly 12-13 inches of ice out here. The temperatures today are, the high is supposed to be 5 degrees. As you guys have seen, it is snowing like crazy out here right now, and these fish are fired up, they're hungry, they're eating. So let's get back to fishing. All right, guys, as you can see, we absolutely smashed the gills today. We did catch a couple crappies, just nothing big enough to keep. They have a 9-inch limit on this lake, but you know, during the winter, you got cabin fever. You know, this is the way to just get out and have a great time, whether it's just you and one of your buddies, you and a kid, you know, bunch of buddies, your wife, whatever it may be. This is just a good fun thing to do during the winter. It's basically vertical jigging. So just wanted to say thanks for joining us today. And as always, gear up, head out, get out there outdoors, and have a good old time. Don't forget to go follow our podcast, Paddle and Fin Podcast. We have a separate YouTube channel for that, or you can find us on any major podcast platform. Till next time, we'll see you. Peace.